Chinese language FM lands in Kabul on unannounced go-to after OIC moot. Chinese Nation Councillor and Overseas Minister Wang Yi arrived in Kabul on Thursday morning in a ride that turned into now not in advance announced. Officials showed. Afghanistan's acting Overseas Minister Amir Muttaqi obtained Yi on arrival in Kabul at the site of an excessive stage delegation. The go-to comes a week earlier than Beijing hosts a day convention, on March 30th to 31st, of Afghanistan's neighbours on a way to help the Taliban authorities. Pakistan and Iran had earlier hosted similar conferences of those neighbouring nations after the Taliban takeover. At some point of the day lengthy go-to, Yi held separate meetings with performing Afghan Deputy Top Minister Abdul Ghani Baradar and FM Muttaqi. The officials stated, including that bilateral matters, monetary cooperation and Chinese funding in Afghanistan were discussed at some stage in the meetings. Afghan territory will no longer be used in opposition to any USA. In step with Inamullah Samangani, deputy spokesperson of the Afghan authorities, Baradar assured the Chinese language overseas minister that Afghan territory would not be used in opposition to any USA. In the beyond, China has expressed problem about the presence of individuals of the East Turkestan Islamic Motion, which has been recognized as an apprehension outfit by means of the United Nations. Samangani stated each facets mention the growth of Afghanistan-China relations in several fields, inclusive of alternate, transit and the financial system. On this regard, Samangani quoted Baradar as announcing that Afghanistan and China had historical and pleasant relations and that the two countries had stood collectively in tough instances.
So it's miles very essential that we toughen and increase our family members, Baradar stated. According to Samangani, Baradar advised the Chinese foreign minister that Afghanistan changed into working to make bigger family members with all nations, specifically China. And we thank China for its humanitarian assistance, Baradar delivered. China's coverage isn't always to intrude in Afghanistan. One at a time, Yi met Afghan Foreign Minister Amir Muttaqi, consistent with the announcement by means of Abdul Baki, spokesperson for the Afghan Foreign Ministry. The two foreign ministers exchanged views on politics, the economic system, transit and air corridor, the announcement stated, including that the export of dry end result from Afghanistan to China, academic scholarships, issuance of visas, Afghanistan's function inside the Belt and Road Initiative and other subjects of significance had been additionally mentioned. Yi known as his go-to to Afghanistan a step towards strengthening comprehensive members of the family and said Afghan China should be similarly better and accelerated, the statement shared through Baki on Twitter read. Yi informed Muttaqi that China had adopted a policy of non-interference in Afghan inner affairs and objected to the imposition of political and economic sanctions at the warfare-torn USA. He praised the modifications
made by means of and the safety measure taken by using the brand new Afghan authorities and highlighted the humanitarian improvement and other assistance furnished to Afghanistan, the assertion said. It introduced that Yi additionally underlined the significance of the imminent meeting of overseas ministers from Afghanistan's neighbouring countries and expressed delight over Muttaqi's purpose to participate in the meeting. For his element, Muttaqi stated the Chinese language overseas minister's visit to Afghanistan gave an effective message to Afghans and the world and appreciated China for its aid and assistance. He also prolonged his condolences over the loss of lives in a current plane crash in China. The Afghan overseas minister instructed his Chinese counterpart that the brand new Taliban government had taken measures to ensure safety in the United States and that this current safety could pave the way for overseas investment, including that from China. He additionally raised the possibility of China running with Afghans on economic growth and stability, which Muttaqi said his government would fully assist. We are devoted to pursuing honest cooperation with the humans as Republic of China, and ensuring peace and safety in Afghanistan method peace and stability within the location, he stated. Stressing that the Afghan territory would not be used in opposition to any United States. Yi's go-to is the primary with the aid of a senior Chinese leader after the Taliban took manipulative Kabul in August and is derived proper after he finished his 3-day go-to to Islamabad where he attended the Business Enterprise of Islamic Cooperation's Overseas Ministers Conference, which ended the day past, as a unique visitor. FM Yi last visited Kabul in June 2017. After a huge truck bomb killed and injured many. He had tried to ease tensions between Afghanistan and Pakistan after exchanges of hearth in May 2017 had made members of the family tenuous. The Chinese overseas minister's go-to would possibly give a diplomatic boost to the Taliban government. That's but to be known by any U.S. China has been involved in the Afghan peace technique after America withdrew maximum of its troops in 2014. Taliban political representatives have paid numerous visits to China over the last few years. Assembly with Russian delegation. The assertion quoted Muttaqi as announcing that Russia had utilized the opportunities created through the brand new Afghan authorities and prolonged assistance on several improvement initiatives. Muttaqi said the brand new government is focused on regional safety and connectivity, and wishes Afghanistan, because the coronary heart of Asia, to play a crucial position in strengthening transit, exchange, industry and financial systems. In the vicinity, the statement studies the two aspects known as the meeting high quality, expressing wish for an expedited and enduring series of sensible cooperation, the announcement brought.